Hello. Everyone enjoying the cool weather?
Exhausted out there.
Did I see correctly where it snowed in Yellowstone over the weekend?
Yellowstone, yeah,
Yeah.
over there.
So you're kind of looking at it as like, gosh almighty, that's it's a big difference right there, 30-some degrees to.
The mayor been waiting for this kind of weather lately.
Yes, I have. So I'm one of the few up here who's probably not complaining tremendously. Just want to make sure your air conditioning's working the way it's supposed to. Anyway, we'll call the work session to order. We've got Councilwoman Nguyen is online with us. And let's see, so we have approval of the minutes for June 10th regular session, June 10th work session, June 10th executive session. Any comments, questions, concerns? Hearing none. The next one is Resolution 2504. So good news is our budget didn't even get out of the box good, and we got a slight change we're going to make. Mr. Baker.
Good evening, Mayor and Council, ladies and gentlemen. This is a resolution to amend the budget that you passed last council meeting. We made some changes in code enforcement, and essentially this resolution is to amend the ordinances of the Code of Georgia as it pertains to the recommendation, approval, and adoption of the annual budget for the fiscal year of 2026, beginning July 21st, 2025, and ending June 30th, 2026. To allocate revenues, expenditures, and for that period of operation and enhancement of various services delivered to the citizens, by the city to the citizens for the health and well-being of the residents and businesses of the city of Morrow and for other purposes. This resolution slightly adjusts the budget, so we want to bring that to you before we started the actual budget year. It also affects the allocations. As far as position allocations on the second page, you'll see where economic development is increased by the full-time budget, the full-time number there. So the only adjustment is very slight. It's $13,742,416, and we just want to make that official as we made those changes for the code enforcement and moving that back under economic development.
Questions? Ms. Knight.
No questions.
Mr. Quah.
No question.
Ms. Dean.
Said it was an increase?
Slight increase
What, $200?
in the allocations and a little bit on the budgetary end. What was the total amount of the increase on the budget? That's a $3,000 increase.
No.
Ms. Dean. Any other questions?
No question.
Okay. Ms. Nguyen, any questions?
No question.
You guys picked this perfectly. We are absolutely out of subject matter, and it took that long to get there, right? So, but that doesn't mean we can't make some stuff up. I ain't to the comments yet. All right. About?
About what he just said, I missed part of it, we're doing code enforcement back to the city of Morrow.
Sherry, I'm gonna need you to pay attention. No, this is an allocation from the code enforcement. It was at the police department, and now it's coming back to economic development. So that's just a shift of allocation, but it affects our allocation chart.
Are the people coming back, or we hiring new people?
We are hiring a new person,
One person.
and Miss Martin, who will be doing that.
And Marty's got the experience.
I know she's already been out.
Yeah? See? Was it effective?
She got somebody to take it, that's part of the school.
That sounds effective. Yeah. Other questions? Ms. Nguyen, I'm sorry, did you say you had any comments?
Yes, he did.
Okay, no problem.
No, I don't have any questions.
All right, good. Y'all are here. Do you have any comments? Any questions? Anything you'd like to know? We'll make up answers, even if we don't know. We'll come up with whatever we got.
Hello, everybody.
Miss Martin, how are you doing?
All right. How you all doing?
We're doing well.
Fantastic.
Do I see some new faces here?
Yes, all the time. All the time, yes. But we decided to dress down today since it's so hot. And, and this is summer, and we just want to have fun. Okay. Okay,
Now you're in a jacket, that is hot.
yes, yes.
So our air
Rachel.
conditioning works better than I thought.
So we have a group of students who is doing a project, and I'm gonna let you talk about the project that you have for tomorrow. Okay, ready, speak in here, introduce yourself.
I didn't expect this, but hello everyone, my name is Rachel O'Neill. I attend Mara High School as a senior, and today I will present Project Seed. So Project Seed is a redevelopment project for the city of Mara and an environmental literacy project for the city of Mara. Sorry. But yes, that's basically what Project Seed says. And our plan is to basically pick signs in the city of Mara to redevelop them and plant native plant species. And if possible, we want to redevelop a empty plot of land in Mara. And in addition to that, we are trying to go and implement workshops in the city of Mara and also try to invite the youth to actually help us with the initiative. And our team consists of me, Timia Times, which is not here, Noah Henley, Joan Waller, and Mercy O'Neill, my sister.
Let me ask you some questions. Okay,
Okay,
so
some
Ms.
questions.
Wynn's online, and she's kind of our green thumb and our tree hugger, so at least, there might be others, but they'll have to speak up for themselves. But when you talk about planting plants, is that what I heard?
Yes.
Okay. Water is very important. All right, so as we have planted some plants in recent memory, let's say last few years, you know, they can live out front in a planter box, but if they don't have access to water, the traditional plants will not survive. They'll survive the picture, they will not survive the season, you know. And there are options, you know, other places do it, and you just have to know how that's done, right? So you don't see it in Mara a tremendous amount, just simply because the water doesn't exist in the places that would have it. So I'd be curious as to the methodology that would go with that. And there are options, you can talk to Mr. Baker about it. You know, so it's more than just planting it. Just depending on what type you have. There's a lot of them out there. But without the water, they will die.
Yes.
So that would be a good thought, some advice. We've had this conversation in a couple of different formats, but we look forward to it. We've got a pass system which has a tremendous amount of green space to it, and whether we plant trees that are, you know, dedicated to a particular individual who might, you know, want to honor somebody, we've had some good conversations there. And I know they've done some things actually at the park here. And of course, Miss Dorothy plants all kinds of vegetables, and they have access to water. So, just a thought.
Thank you. Actually, Project Seed actually started at the city, well, not the city, at the Mara High School. And with Project Seed, we will interacted with over 75 students at the city of Mara. And basically, Project Seed started as an environmental literacy advocacy week, well, environmental health literacy advocacy week. And basically, we had booths set up in the cafeteria near their counters, and we presented facts about environmental literacy, specifically those for environmental health, how the environment can correlate with your mental health, composting, invasive plant species, and one more, and planting. So, yeah.
I think Ms. D can help you a lot with composting. They know a lot about that. As far as like mental health, that's probably my lane. I'm kidding. But, yeah, we look forward to working with you.
Thank you. We are trying to also aid the city of Rex as well in our initiative.
Rex doesn't actually exist. It's not an incorporated city. It is a town on a map. You know, it may even have a geographical location, but just like Ellenwood does not exist as a city. The city of Stockbridge does. Rex exists in a zip code, but it doesn't exist as a formal recognized city through the state of Georgia.
All right, thank you.
So just so I will piggyback on that. So in understanding that in your county, you have municipalities where governments exist, but at the county level, for a town like Rex or Ellenwood, you would partner with the county government. Okay.
Yes.
Much better to partner with the city, I promise,
Okay. Thank you.
especially ours.
And what's your name again?
My name is Rachel O'Neill.
Rachel O'Neill.
Rachel. Okay. Can I call you Rachel?
Yes.
Rachel, does your group ever partner with the Reynolds Nature Preserve?
Reynolds Nature Preserve. I've heard of what it is. I've actually done a bit of volunteering out there, specifically for another organization I'm in or tomorrow, but we have not partnered with them yet. I was actually considering of reaching out to them.
Okay. The person, do you have Stephanie's number?
I'm not sure,
Okay, I can
but
give
if
you her
you would
number.
send it to me.
Because it's a wonderful, facility over there. They have all types of native, plants, and they really need help. As you mentioned, they have, invasive, vines, weeds and all of that thing, and they really do need, help in certain seasons to help, pull those and keep them cleared from,
We'll set up a tour
right, yeah.
and,
That's a nice
talk
facility.
to-
They also have bees over there too, which is pretty cool.
Well, my previous year's groups, we've gone over
Gone,
there,
yeah.
but, this group I had not taken.
Right, yeah.
But we could do that.
Yes.
Great job.
Wait till the fall, when it's 75
It'll give you a good workout too.
Oh, it will.
Okay, any other questions?
No,
Any questions? All right, thank you all.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I want a point of information. When we were out there this weekend, at the Juneteenth, a gentleman came up to me. I do not know this person, but he created Morrow the District. And then on the back of this, he wrote, "To the City of Morrow, Georgia Council and wonderful mayor for rebirthing a vending holding memories fund, love and family." And somebody may know who this is. Now his acronym is odd, but it's Stephen Smith, but he goes by the name of Skull Keeper. Now I think that's his car, from 2025. But he grew up in the Morrow area and hung around South Lake Mall and other things. So if you know Stephen, Don, thank you, and we'll put that in the boardroom. Somebody spent some time and effort on it, so we appreciate it very much. Any other comments? City Council? Anybody? All right, we should have some coffee, Mr. Victor, is that true?
Yes,
All right.
there's coffee.
So coffee exists here somewhere, and you're welcome to try some. I don't know if we have it on ice, but we do have it, and we'll see you back at 7:30.
We have some spaghetti and rolls back here.
Well, awesome. All right, we'll call the regular meeting of the June 24th, 2025, regular meeting of the City Council to order. If you will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. You have before you the adoption of the June 10th, 2025 regular meeting minutes, the June 10th, 2025 work session minutes, the June 10th, 2025 executive session minutes. Any questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none, do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion properly seconded. All those in favor say aye. Ms. Knight?
Aye.
Mr. Quah?
Aye.
Ms. Wynn? Ms. Dean, I'm sorry.
Aye.
I usually go in some type of order. Ms. Dean?
Aye.
And Ms. Wynn?
She said.
Okay, motion carries. Resolution 2504, which is a modification to the newly approved budget. That you heard that as it was explained by the city manager. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. Do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion properly seconded. All those in favor say aye. Ms. Knight?
Aye.
Mr. Quah?
Aye.
Ms. Dean?
Aye.
And Ms. Wynn?
Aye.
Motion carries. General comments from the audience? Do I hear any? Any comments? Any comments? All good?
Congratulations on a wonderful Juneteenth celebration, and people had a good time. I know they did. But congratulations on all the hard work, volunteers, and everybody that made that happen. So we really appreciate it.
We have to wish you a happy 75th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Comments from the city council, Ms. Knight.
No comment.
Mr. Qua,
No comments.
Ms. Dean.
May I go last, please?
Sure. Ms. Nguyen.
No comment.
Okay, Ms. Dean.
Thank you. Am I on? My comment is about the, what I saw as the car show that the city held this weekend. Because what did not happen on Saturday in the city of Marl was our signature Juneteenth celebration event. It was marketed as Juneteenth, but it was not Juneteenth. And the evidence of this, first of all, it was held on the date that it wasn't held on the date that we had voted on since its inception, which is the second Saturday of June. It was held on the third Saturday. And we voted for the second Saturday because of consideration for the families to be with their own families on the third Saturday. And it was changed, I don't know why, but we have it so that it wouldn't conflict with the traditional Juneteenth celebration, which is the third Saturday. The car show was the focus of the event because they were given permission to park their cars wherever they wanted, and the vendors wherever they wanted to be, without consideration of safety protocol or the normal process for our event, such as we did not have first choice on where we could stage our barbecue contestants for the contest. This year we had the highest number of participants in the contest, and we had to separate them out in different locations. Their cars prevented vendors from having ample space to set up and serve the customers. They were in different precarious positions. It was awkward and odd. And to me, our Juneteenth event was just a two-part act in the car show. So what is Juneteenth? Juneteenth is a time when families get together and celebrate reunions. It is a time to communicate and share. It is also a time to reflect, because we celebrate freedom, humanity, unity, and acceptance. Regardless of who you are, where you come from, everyone is part of a family. When the focus of an event is on something other than a family-oriented event, we should have just called it the car show. And it was not the traditional Juneteenth event. And I feel compelled to apologize to all the families that came out on Saturday that were expecting a Juneteenth celebration and were disappointed, because the event took place on Saturday and it did not meet the mark. The city of Morrow missed the opportunity of claiming to be a city that is unique in Clayton County. I do, however, want to thank Mr. Jimmy Bales for the hard work and time he spent coordinating and implementing the barbecue contest. I'd like to also Miss Lana LeVay and the judges for the creative writing contest as well, and all of the volunteers that endured the heat and gave their time. And to all department, city staff, they were given a task that was placed in their hands that was monumental. You persevered and you rose to the occasion, and I do appreciate that. So thank you all who worked through a very challenging event. I appreciate the work that you all did to continue and make that event what it was for the Juneteenth. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dean. Couple things at this point of information. Of course, this weekend we have Freedom Fest, which is going to be on Saturday, June 28th. It's going to be from 5 to 11. So we've got some pretty cool rock and roll bands. We'll have fireworks out there. We're going to have a ribbon cutting of some sort. Now, it hasn't come out yet, but it will. So they'll do the dedication on that back deck. That is correct, right, Mr. Baker?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just making sure we're on the same page here, all right? And the back deck, of course, has some really good shade starting at about 4 o'clock. So, you know, the rest of that area out there gets a little bit rough until about 7. So you will see that, and you'll start to see the stuff come out to it. And then the other one was, a number of people were out of town, but they did hold a lieutenant's promotion for the fire department. I don't see the fire department here today. And they will,
I attended.
but they'll actually be in front of the city council in 2 weeks. So think of that as 2 parts. Fire department likes to do a lot of family-friendly stuff, and, you know, it's open to the public, but not really. Or, you know, that's the best way to say it. But the other one will be in front of us, so you'll get a chance to see that. And there's some historic, you know, things that are happening there. So we're looking forward to both of those, and we wish you all a good evening.
Mayor, I'd like to invite the contestants for the barbecue contest and the Mr. and Ms. Juneteenth contest to our next council meeting, if we can have them just to come in so that they can be acknowledged and appreciated for participating in the program.
Sure. Shouldn't be hard. I know you're eating, Victor, but yeah. Okay. All right. All good? Good evening.